Tonight we have a real treat. This is a completely different multi-tool than we usually see. We've got a giant X plier head here. We've got handles, we've got bits, we've got a case that says Aquatic Ecosystems Incorporated. And let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So this is a modular multi-tool. So I love to find these in the wild. I love to find these on eBay, wherever I can find them. And this is one of those very unique multi-tools. Now, what is pretty neat about this is it functions, it's a spring-loaded plier head, and then it functions based on these grooves. So we go ahead, actually, there we go. It snaps in there on this side, and then on this side it snaps into place there, and then it actually fits and it doesn't fall out. And that is because it's actually got a ball detent right there that holds it into place with this little groove. So I really like the system, actually. I think it's pretty cool. And I was really happy to get these. I've seen a pair of something similar to these on multitool.org, the forum, and I thought I will never be able to find one of these. And I actually did on eBay. So I don't believe they're made anymore, but maybe there is a place that you can find them. If so, if I ever find a link for them, I will definitely try to add them to the video. So we have on this side a plier head that actually is a little bit beefy, not huge. We've got some wire cutters as well, and then we've got these giant plates for these slip joint almost style plier head for getting on bolts and so forth. And then on the other side, well, not slip joint, but you know what I mean, a place for getting onto bolts. And then we can switch this to the other side. And we have almost like crimpers is what it looks like. Now again, there's no paperwork with this, there's nothing with this, so I'm assuming it's almost more like a fishing style or electrical style. Almost looks like crimpers. I don't think those are for stripping wire, but I could be wrong. It looks, you can see the inside there. It looks like they're definitely more like for crimping or for fishing and so forth. So really unique. And I wanted to mention as far as size, so this is a Leatherman. So it'll be the Leatherman bolster. So just take a look at this. These are huge, huge when they're put together. So they dwarf some of the other tools. So I think these are larger than a Leatherman Surge actually, when they're put together. Pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at these handles. So we can take these off, use these separately, and we have the file. This is going to be a, I think I would call this a two-sided file. There is some coarseness, I guess, on the bottom, but it's more of a two-sided file. And then this will be reminiscent of some of the early Leathermans, whereas you actually move a tool out and then you unlock it. So these actually do lock. Then we've got a knife, and that locks into place. And then we have to, again, bring out some of these other tools to unlock it. And then we have the can opener. I don't know if I necessarily say that looks like a very promising can opener, but it's got a can opener. And then we have this very long, sort of narrow, smaller screwdriver actually. So, and these actually don't have near as much play as a lot of the other cheap Chinese tools. So it's not too bad actually. Now the metal and the plastic, this is more like a rubber insert. It definitely feels sort of cheap. I mean, it's definitely not Leatherman or even Gerber or Sog, but it's a really neat design. And then we have the saw, and actually the blades fill, the saw fills a little bit sharp there. And then we have the bit driver. Now, a lot of times we'll find this bit driver in a lot of these cheap multi-tools like Coast and Sheffield and so forth from the 90s. And even I think Smith & Wesson, they had some cheap ones. But the difference is usually they never lock. Now on this one, it actually does lock. So I really like this option where you can use a 1/4 inch bits. And then I'm not sure, there must be a magnet or something in there because they're definitely not falling out. So let's go ahead and pull out this here. And yeah, you can use this pretty good. So pretty amazing that this cheap Chinese tool actually has a lock on it. And it's not the easiest to use because it's so small, and then your hand is sort of hitting this as well, but you can hold it like this, and then there's grips as well. But it actually works. So pretty impressed with that. And it does come with this bit kit. And then you can go ahead and fold all this, and then the handles stow away, and your pliers stow away, and your bits stow away. Now this pouch came partially damaged, and then it packs up like that. So I would not want to wear this on my belt. It's a pretty heavy, once you get all those pieces in, it's pretty heavy, but it's still a very unique set. Very happy to add this to my collection. Never thought I'd find one of these. Very rare. I feel like I hardly ever see these on eBay. So definitely if you see them, you know, below $30 or so, I definitely pick one up. I got a pretty good deal on this one. All right, that's all I've got for today. I'll see you in the next video.